Hogs. I'll be playing my tour show, in the biggest room I've ever done played, the Bloomsbury Theatre in London, on the 10th of October. It's a Thursday, so who needs a Friday to go well at work? Would you come, please? It's a big old room. I have a lot of tickets to sell, and I'd absolutely love to see you there. So it's Thursday the 10th of October. My show is called Again with Feelings. It's in London's Bloomsbury Theatre, and it's selling fast, but it could sell faster.
It's today. I won't.
Helen, why is your bra on the table?
I just thought for like a new decoration for today.
No.
Really, no?
Really, no. Really, no. I love you so much, but like that's a no. Do you know what I mean? No, I know you've done this trick before. You put your whole head in the cup. Very good. Well done. You look every single time to me like a sort of 20th century airplane builder, like, or airplane, like for one of the first flights.
Oh, like Amelia Earhart.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I look, for anyone who's not watching YouTube, I'm 6'1". I'm a big lass. I've got highlighted blonde hair, and I'm wearing a bright pink bra from Curvy K on my head. And apparently I look just like Amelia Earhart. Welcome to TrustyHogs.
Through the fog, step forth the TrustyHogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them, or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the TrustyHogs. Trust the TrustyHogs, or maybe not.
I thought it'd be fun. I just thought it'd be fun.
No, listen, good to try things. It's so important to try things.
Just a quick disclaimer before we start this episode.
Really, we just had lunch. Is that the disclaimer? Are you going to say?
I'm going to be getting high again.
Oh, no, for God's sake. CBD fizzy drinks do not make you high.
This one might.
Well, okay, I will also say I just took my medication for my antibiotics and they make me feel incredibly nauseous and incredibly sleepy. So let's watch that, which is exactly how I get when I have never tried weed. So,
who hasn't tried weed in this?
It's just not my drug. I've tried it twice, and both times I threw up and felt paranoid, and I felt horrible.
And I'm with you.
It's a no from me.
I'm gonna get you around mine. I'm gonna give you gummies. I'm not gonna tell you you're having them.
What? That's definitely
That's
not okay.
spiking.
Spiking.
That's a crime.
You. Not in my own house. It's not a crime. It's just a.
It definitely is a crime.
It's a poor friendship move.
No, that's a crime.
And we're gonna pop on Gladiator. And
I love Gladiator. I can't wait to see Gladiator 2.
You know the tickets still aren't out for IMAX, but I'm like thinking of setting up a reminder because I want to see it at the BFI.
Good
do you
for
want to come?
you. Yeah, those rippling muscles. Yeah, I actually do.
I'm going with some of the guys.
Oh my God, Ellen's calling me on the podcast. Should I answer?
Yeah, 100%. Ask her why she hasn't responded.
Hi, babe. You're on air, and well, you're not on speakerphone, but I'm on air, and Helen wants to know why you haven't texted her back. She hasn't texted you back because she's excited and nervous about the offer. That's not a no, Helen.
Okay. Does she want to have like a private phone call?
Does she want to have a private phone call about it without me, like between you and Helen? Okay. Yeah, great. She said, yeah, that'd be really nice. Or you can email.
Oh, great. Does she want to go to like Butch Please or something?
She wants to know if you want to go to Butch Please. I think she wants to fuck.
Do you want to go to like a queer night and just like have a little meeting?
Do you want to go to a queer night and have a little? She's just come out as queer. Do you know this?
Does she not know?
Hang on 1 second. I have put you on speaker. What'd you say?
Helen, I knew it when I saw that bob.
The bob was the...
That's very funny, babe. There, trade roll.
Trade roll.
Excuse me, my love. Have you broken your finger?
This has escalated from just the start of the phone call to this.
Good. Her dad just told her. Her dad is a GP and told her to go to the A&E because she got a footballing injury yesterday.
No.
And we cannot be taking risks with broken fingers in a lesbian household.
Tell her to get a big fun drink before she puts her name down at A&E because you cannot leave because they can call you out at any point.
Oh, very good advice.
Always get your frappuccino first.
Come here to me now. Helen said that you need to go and get a big fun drink before you put your name down at A&E because you can't leave thereafter. So you're going to want to go get your frappuccino beforehand.
Because they know when you leave to call your name.
Because they know to call your name when you leave, she said.
Yeah. Snacks. Tell her about snacks.
Babe, that doesn't make any sense. She was being told by the woman on 111 not to eat anything, but she's taking herself for a full lunch before an A&E. Don't do that then.
That's fine. It's not. You don't need to go under to reset a finger. Also, you don't reset a finger. You just go, yep, you're going to have a crooked finger.
Do you know?
Hello.
In case, yeah, Ellen basically doesn't believe women, so she's not going to do it. She doesn't
I
think
wouldn't
it's right.
believe a woman on the phone. Absolutely not. Probably just bloody gossiping.
Yeah. She didn't know why. Then you're fine.
Does anyone
Ellen
else feel like they're on a carry-on pattern? I
Sorry,
feel like
Ellen
we're on a
went-
train and we're listening in to
No,
a
but
conversation.
okay, can I tell you what just happened? Ellen said that she said to her, sorry, did you just say I can't eat anything? And she said, yeah, I don't really know why. And then Ellen said, but I'm really hungry. And she said, okay, go on and have a little sandwich then or something. Bless you. Okay, that doesn't really feel very important. Babe, why are you calling, my love? Because I am at work.
And recording.
Oh, you're going to hospital on your own.
I'll come. I'll go.
Oh
you
my
do the
God.
episode by yourself. I'll go.
Helen's going to come and meet you and I'm going to do the episode by myself. I'm genuinely so sorry that you're going to the hospital by yourself.
Do you want to go?
Will you? No, will
You
you?
sure?
Helen is offering that I can leave and go
You
meet you
can.
there. Do you want me to?
I mean, for a finger feels a bit trusting.
You've brought 3 books.
Okay, come on now. For one finger.
How long do you think you're going to be in there, babe?
No, she's fine.
Okay. Okay, people don't wait that long. We've got a Labour government now. Well, listen, okay. I'm really sorry you're going
It
in.
can't come into effect that quickly, Catherine.
No, I know. You both said the same thing at the same time. My sweet, we are sending you love and sympathy.
I don't know. How did the finger get broken?
She was in goal and it got whacked by a football. 1 second. I'm putting her on speaker.
Oh,
She wants to
no.
say something.
Owie.
Go on.
What's the save?
It was a save.
Nice.
It was a save, everyone.
Very important stuff, babe. Well, listen, keep us posted. Okay, I love you. Let me know how you get on.
I'd say get a twig and a couple of plasters. You'd be
Bye,
fine.
darling.
Splint
Love
it
you.
yourself.
Sorry about that. She says bye, girls.
I'd say
What about Andrew?
Oh,
You're including him in girls.
Oh,
You
thank
may.
you.
That's so sweet. All right, I love you. Best of luck.
good luck. Get a drink first.
Keep me posted. Big drink. All right.
Oh, and don't
Bye.
stare anyone in A&E. They get
Love
funny.
you. Bye. Lots of love. Bye. I'm gonna go now.
3 books for A&E.
She panicked. She was like, "But people wait a long time, don't they?" And I was like,
You can, particularly when it's something like, not saying it's not awful,
"No, of course.
but you are not top priority
No, it's true.
because your fingy hurts.
It's so true. Oh, bless her.
When was that? Like yesterday?
Yeah.
Was she Jordan Pickford or?
Well, no, because it was a save.
Oh, Catherine, that was so unkind. You did amazing.
Yeah, he did. Apart from that one.
That's so mean. Take it back.
I do take it back.
You're
actually,
just
to be fair.
hurting because your girlfriend's hurting.
Yeah, that's so true. Sympathy pains.
Also, like, if her fingers aren't working, what the fuck are you going to do? Eh?
Truly. She messaged me yesterday, was like, I think I've broken my finger. I called her immediately and she's like, oh no, actually it's just sore. And I was like, you cannot be saying things like that to me. To your I'm your lesbian girlfriend. She's like, I know you're my lesbian girlfriend. I was like, for God's
It could
sake.
be fun, though, because you'd feel like it's like a new person in the mix. Do you know what I mean? Like a new hand, new fingers. Like, what's that?
It has swollen up a lot. So.
Hello. Do you want chubby digits?
Or was it just happy
In
to see
you.
me? Who knows?
Is that more fun?
I don't want to do this. with
No,
you.
I don't want to do it either. Sorry, can we just do a really classy episode of Trusty Hogs?
Yeah, please.
We've got the
For
brilliant Harriet Kemsley coming in.
Hello and welcome to episode 144 of Trusty Hogs. We're in our classy era. How the hell are you? We hope you're well. We're going to tell you about our perfect lives, but not in a gauche way.
Thank
And
you
then
for saying gauche.
We're going to solve your problems tastefully, with dignity and
Yeah.
respect.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
When did the classy era begin?
You
Did
just
we
said, can we
discuss
be
this?
classy?
Oh, right, yeah, but I was like, but we're not actually in a classy era, are we?
No, I was following your
Thank
instruction.
fuck for that. So I was about to say, like,
Sometimes when we have a conversation, I'm like, it's like like you say a thing and then I say a thing and then you say a thing. No? Anything? Hello?
I forget what I say immediately when I've said it sometimes. So I don't, yeah. Oh dear.
Oh
This is gonna be
dear,
a
this is going to be a
bad
bad episode. A horrible little episode. Oh, we've got a horrible episode on our hands. Stay
How
tuned.
about you just tell me what you've been up to? What have you been reading? What have you been watching? What have you been drinking?
I read I'm Glad My Mum Died. I read So You've Been Publicly Shamed.
Loved it.
And those are the two books that I've been reading at the moment. I've been listening to a lot of news agents, obviously. I've been listening to sports agents of late. I've really got into the sports
News
agents.
Agents is a podcast. It's not the man at the corner shop.
I was about
Just
to
to
say, I was like,
clarify.
Catherine, that's such a rogue choice.
Yeah, I just stand outside and have a listen in. Don't buy anything,
What's
just
happening?
ear to the ground.
10 B&H.
No, but I do. They don't sell 10s anymore, Helen.
Do
Let's
they not?
stay. They haven't since like for years.
I'm the worst.
Didn't they ban it on the EU?
What, selling 10 cigarettes?
Yeah, because it's like more appealing to kids.
10
Oh, right.
banned.
Am I
I
wrong?
used to-
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
It's the bloody bureaucrats in Brussels.
I feel like this
Shutting us
ages me, but
down.
before I smoked, I used to be sent by a former boss of mine to buy her cigarettes when I was at school.
Jesus.
That was like, she couldn't leave the building, but I was just like a receptionist, so I could.
That's
And
crazy.
she'd be like, can you go across the road and get those for me? But because I was like 16, I thought it was the coolest thing.
yeah, of course. So
And,
glamorous.
when I started college, like I'd take a bus to college instead of like walk to school like I did before that, and I already felt so grown up like commuting to college. And then I worked 3 days a week as well, and I took the bus back from Farnborough
yeah.
to Fleet, and I'd get off it and I'd get her a Starbucks to take in to work with me.
Oh my God,
And
the
it
glamour.
felt so mature. And at this age, like to have to get someone a Starbucks on the way, and I'd be like, fuck that noise.
I
And
know.
was like, fuck that company.
I know.
But at that age, I would like walk in and like Starbucks when it opened in Fleet was like, I think it's happened in every town, the coolest hangout
Oh my God,
place.
when we got one in Blanchardstown, I lost my fucking mind.
Everyone had to be in Starbucks.
Sure, the time the Dunkin' Donuts opened in Blanchardstown, which was only like in the last 5 years, there was a queue down the road for it. It was a drive-through for
Stop.
absolutely hours. Yeah.
Stop it. I would
Yeah.
love a Dunkin' Donuts in Fleet.
Yeah.
But like there's like something about coffee shop culture, and I swear it's all down to friends.
Yeah.
It's like the idea of hanging out in it, but immediately in Fleet, the cool girls in my year got jobs in Starbucks, and it immediately became like an almost unsafe space.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? It's sort
That's
of like
so
it's
weird
like
to want to work there.
that part of the canteen you can't sit in.
That's such a weird thing to want to work there,
But I
though, because then
think-
you have to work for everyone that you know.
But it was around the era of like really cool diner girl movies, like Cinderella Story, Hilary Duff working on the
Oh
diner.
my God, we know Cinderella Story. You do not need to explain to us.
But, like,
hello.
Do you remember those like films where they'd all like have jobs, and they'd all be like in
Yeah.
a diner, and then they'd always fall in love
Chad
in the
Michael
diner?
Murray.
Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-boom, ba-bam.
Ba-ding.
Ba-ding,
Yeah,
ba-ding, ba-boom,
wow.
ba-bam. And like it was like a really sexy thing, whereas I was a receptionist and didn't get to. But I always wanted to work in the cafe because it's so cool to be like make a panini, you know?
Wow. You just winked at me when you said make
Just
a
to, like,
panini.
make a panini.
You've been queer the whole time if you're winking at panini. I'm sorry.
For some reason in our town, the other cool girls worked in like, so it was a big thing when everyone got Saturday jobs, and we'd all walk up together from like our little area of Fleet. Emma Black was in Cargo, which is an interiors
Of
like,
course she
shop, like,
was.
homeware.
Of course
And
she
there was
was.
a really lovely group in Cargo. Our friend Paige worked in, this is classic, shoe shop, Christina Shoes.
Nice.
And I thought shoe shops were so
Christina's
cool, but
shoes.
I'd cried in that shop so much growing up. I couldn't go in and hand in my CV.
Why?
Because because I
Yeah.
could never shop
Big
in my
feet.
age range.
Big feet.
I had really big wide feet. So like they'd be like, oh, these are your options, but they were always like adults' work shoes instead of like the kids' school shoes. And like obviously when you get older you want to stand out, but I had so many like
Oh, no,
like,
you just wanna fit
bad
in so
breakdowns,
bad, yeah.
breakdowns, to the point where my mum had to start taking me shoe shopping before the last week of school holidays because it was like too embarrassing having me crying in front of all her peers.
Oh, God.
Because yeah, it's really tricky to be 6 with technically wide feet.
Yeah, that's tough. That is
Poor
tough.
little Helen.
Poor little
And they don't get out
Helen.
the little. Do you know they have those little measuring, which
Yeah,
is like
for
a
the
fun,
kiddies.
like with animals on
Yeah.
it and a fun color, and then they have the adults.
Yeah, the industrial side.
Did we have to say industrial?
But you do feel like when they take it out, you're like, it feels industrial when you get to the adult one from the kids. Yeah, you're like, this is big time. We're talking machine measuring.
Bad.
Yeah, that's
like,
tough.
get out the captain. We're gonna need an expert.
Yeah, that is tough. Fuck, you
It's
poor
so,
thing.
yes. Then I was like, I can't apply at a shoe shop.
But where did the cool girls work other than Starbucks, you were going to say?
Starbucks, and then there was a fancy dress shop
Okay,
called
yeah.
Giggles.
No, stop it.
I'm not joking. Laura worked there. I won't full name, but hi Laura, love you loads. She's an absolute babe. And she worked in the fancy dress shop, and then her and another girl in our year, Rachel, became like in charge of dressing up.
Wow.
Like every Halloween it was like their event.
Wait, you mean fancy dress as in like fancy dress, not like a fancy dress shop?
I mean like a costume shop, a costume.
Oh my god, stop! That's so funny and cool.
And they like ran it.
Yeah, that's amazing. That would be the dream for a Halloween party, getting first dibs.
And they could do the horror makeup. They did scars. They became robots one year, but like fully committed
cool.
and elevated it to a new level. Like when I was 15, I went as deep throating Harry Potter. Like I had no idea what I was doing. Had no plan for a costume, so I drew a scar on my forehead and then just deep throated stuff for people at the party. Which is mad. Absolutely mad of a choice. But I panicked. I just purely panicked. Awful. Yeah.
That feels wrong.
Yeah, it's crazy the things you do.
No, you do.
Isn't it crazy the things you do? No, but you know when you're like, you panic on the day of I'm not very good at Halloween costumes.
That part's apparent. I'm still stuck on, how did you get to deep throating?
I think I got to the party and there was a couple of Harry Potters and I was like, I've got to stand out from that. Despite the fact I was the only Harry Potter with like blonde highlights and like fucking triple D's. But I was like one more thing. So I would like deep throat. Did I tell you this already? When I was, oh God, I just feel like I've got so much teenage stuff happening around me at the moment. But like, mainly because I am writing something that's like very much around the teenage years.
Yeah.
But like, Anna Grant had some friends over hers when I was staying at hers in Edinburgh recently. And somehow we managed to get onto the topic of like our party trick that we invented when we were like 12, but we did it till we were 17. And we used to think if we went to a party and did our trick, the boys would lose their minds. Right. And we were so convinced. And we practiced at hers loads. But the trick was she lay on the floor. I straddled her. She kicked her legs up and we played each other's bums as a drum. And I'd walk around the party with her physically hanging off me, playing my bum like a drum. And we genuinely believed that every time we left, we went to the kitchen to the living room, all the guys were there rock hard, like, God, Anna Grant and Helen Bauer have really figured out life. We were so badly bullied, I'm sure. But we were so convinced. We're like, we're really standing out.
I'm sorry, I'm actually speechless that you would think that was a sexual thing and not the Harry Potter deep-throating Harry Potter.
Well, I've been chatting to Neil about it. I think I might be clinically thick.
No, don't let him make you believe that.
I just feel like if you are, I think we have some parents listening and some teenagers. We do, 100%. If you are a teenager listening to this, workshop what you think will be fun at a party with adults around you before you go.
Yeah, I do think they probably know you. Like, they have your best interests at heart, and you should probably trust them.
And also, like, your conversation, the moment you leave the house, conversation with your parents, they just get weird. They get weirder as you get older.
Yes.
So try and have those chats now. Right?
Like what?
Just like chats, but like, is this normal? Is this cool? Can you help me with this? Like, I have never asked my parents for any advice, and then I've started asking them for advice about like, hey, I might want to buy somewhere one day, or I might want to do this, or like, how does this work in the world, or like, what's a pension? And suddenly we have a total inability to communicate about because we just they either make it too simple, so I feel like they're pretending they're thinking I'm thick, or they don't make it simple enough and I feel thick.
Yeah, fair enough.
And also, can I say it, they're thick as shit as well. No one in the Bowers running a MacArthur Genius Grant.
What's a MacArthur Genius Grant?
I think it's what they give to really smart people, don't they? They just sort of find them and send it in the mail.
I'll Google it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we should probably know that.
I'm just baffled by the fact that you're talking to your parents. I don't even get as far as pensions. I call my parents and it is immediately, you'll never guess who's died. And then it is just a list of people I have never met in my whole goddamn life. I don't even know how they know them. I can't even... They're like, no, but you do know. It's Anne's sister's brother. And you're like, who's Anne? Start at the start. Who the fuck is Anne?
Yeah.
Whereas, on the other hand, when it's like somebody who I will have known since my childhood. Do you have this? Like, I'll have like the neighbours. My mom will be like, have you met John? And you're like, John, who we've lived next to for like 28 years. Yes, of course I have. Why are you introducing me to people who were like who I saw every day in school. What's going on?
Their inability to understand who you know and what is appropriate for you to hear as a person.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I should not know this.
Yes. Oh my God. My
should
mom's a real
not.
one for that. I'm like, Mom, I wish I didn't know that. I shouldn't know that. And please don't tell me that.
So many things I'm like, that cannot be my business.
Yeah, surely.
That cannot be my business. That's mental. And then other things that I just completely missed. And I'm like, someone should have told me that. When I was 11, my guinea pigs died.
Huh?
No one told me. I found out like 5 hours later. My mum was teaching a drama class.
Wait, 5 hours later isn't that late?
I just happened to be in the room and she went, one of the kids was tired and I'm like, I'm tired. Mum was like, you're telling me you're tired? I had to bury 2 guinea pigs today. And I was just in the classroom and I was like, what? What? Mama, what?
Is that actually you found out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you call your mum Mama?
Mama, what?
Did you call her
No.
Mama?
I'd have been like, Mama.
Did you actually find out? Like
Yeah, no one remembered to tell me. But for some
That is
reason,
awful.
I know some
Sorry,
teachers'
but that's-
cousins got some sort of problem.
Sorry, but that's a classic drama teacher move. That's so... She did it on purpose. That's like, you're telling me you're tired. I had to bury 2 guinea pigs today. Like, she wanted your reaction.
And then her, like, kneeling
Slow
down,
pan
kneeling
to
down
you.
to me. Remember how this makes you feel. This is an emotion you can
keep
access at any
lock
point.
Lock it up.
It's awful.
That is fucked, man. Why does
Awful.
everyone call their guinea pigs foods names? Everyone's always calling them food names.
I was such a basic... No, that's not fair because Marianne called Pancake and she does name
Everyone
rogue.
I know has a guinea pig that's called like cinnamon or
Yeah.
nutmeg
Yeah.
or like toast or caramel
So
or
cute, aren't they, guinea pigs?
like yeah.
Just
I never
big
got one.
squeakers. Do you want one now?
No, thank you.
There's a woman on the internet that has like 10.
That seems a bit greedy.
Are you serious?
Don't you think that's a bit too many?
I think guinea pigs are quite social, so it's quite nice for them.
Oh, is
So
it?
they just all
They
get
do
to
like to be in pairs, don't they? But maybe that's why they died together.
I think they all hang. Actually, I don't think they did die together. I think one of the last one died. The other one had died
What?
before that, and we were going to replace it. But then it was like, but then we just have to keep replacing one. And it happens if they don't get on. Awful, terrible
Jesus.
business. Rest in peace.
Every
It's better than my
story from
fish
your
that got
childhood
murdered by
makes me
R2
so sad.
Glug 2.
How about a hat?
R2 Glug 2 murdered my fish when I was little.
Who's R2 Glug 2?
I wanted...
You understand that we don't know. Like, you've just done that thing where, like, you assume we know people in the story, but...
But I also don't tell you information about people you don't need to know.
Well, that's true, but who the hell is R2 Glug 2?
When I was... Oh, God, I'm... Right.
Fun to say R2 Glug 2.
I do think I had a normal childhood and I want everyone to know I'm fine. When I was 10, I think I...
No one believes you or is reassured.
I think when I was like turning like 10 or 9 or something like that. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, R2 Glug 2. I wanted, you know when you're like the age where you look forward to your birthday 6 months in advance and you pick what you want and it changes every week. I had solidly said for 5 months that I wanted a turtle. And I was like very clear on it.
Okay.
And my parents just said yes because they assumed I'd change my mind, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And like we had a bit of a fiasco with a parrot when I was 4 years old. So I asked Father Christmas for a parrot to see if he was real because I'd been told he wasn't real. And I wrote, my mum still got it, a letter I wrote to Father Christmas saying, "Hi, my name's Helen. I'm incent as a rose." Spelt completely wrong. Can I have a parrot?
I'm incent as a rose.
Yeah, I'm incent as a rose. Trying
What
to say
is-
I'm innocent as a rose.
Oh,
Hi, my
bless
name's Helen.
you.
I'm only 4. I'm innocent as a rose. I want a parrot. It's all I want. It's a test. Thank you. Bye.
You're right. It's a test.
Basically. But like really intense stuff.
Obsessed. And then what happened? Any
I was a
parrot?
turtle, and then clearly the
Any
night
parrot
before,
show up?
no parrots. which
I'd
is
have bought
awful.
you a Beanie Baby parrot and be like, thought that was the test.
Come on, Anne and Michael, do better.
Come on.
But I really wanted
It's
a
called
turtle.
Yes and Dan.
They panicked the night before, and they got me the tank. But they were like, "Oh, it turns out it's illegal to get what you want, the turtle." And I was very upset. And they were like, "But we can go to Bagshot Lee." Shout out to Bagshot Lee Garden Centre and Aquarium Shop. And we bought fishes. But my siblings, fucking nightmares. And they were like, "Well, Helen can't have fish and we're not having fish. That's not fair." So
It's your birthday.
I
You are incent
I know,
as a rose.
I know. So
That's
we
just
all got
so
to pick
shit.
fish.
Right, okay. Like it's
So
fucking
I-
everyone's birthday, fine.
So I picked some cute little fish. Marianne picked some cute little fish, probably instructed by me. Hers were named Tinky, Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe.
Cute.
Just makes sense for the time. Mine were like fudge, chomp, like different, like Freddo.
Nice.
Different chocolate bars. And my brother got one fish, a Siamese fighting fish, which I think fighting in the name.
Don't
in
put
a
it in the
tank of
same
sweet
tank.
Little, thank you. Called R2 Glug 2, Gluggy for short. And that R2 Glug 2, and my mum says it was one of my fish. That R2 Glug 2 massacred that tropical aquarium. And I mean massacred. It
all
was
of them.
bloody awful. Awful.
He ate all of them.
It was just like a week-long showdown of death.
A spree.
It was a spree. It was a spree. And each morning we'd go there and there'd be 2 more belly up with bites out of them, and then R2 Glug 2 just going around having little chomps of fish food. Little fuck.
Sorry,
And if my mum's
sorry,
listening
hang on a
to
second. This went
or
on
my
from
brother, they're going to text and be like, no, it was fudge. It was fudge. It fucking wasn't. And
hang
I'm
on a
sick of that
second.
narrative.
Excuse me, rewind.
Who's fudge?
My
Fudge is one of
fish.
her fish. Are
Oh,
you
sorry,
listening?
sorry. No, I missed
Christ,
that. My bad.
it's
Cut
like
that.
hell.
This
Wow.
is actually quite a significant trauma for
Don't
me,
speak to my
Andrew.
client like that.
I'm so
Helen,
sorry.
look at me. Here's my question for Anne. If she were at the bench, I'd be like, why was this allowed to go on for more than one day? He eats the first fish. He's out.
Kill him.
He's out.
Take him out. Yeah.
You at
Put him
least
down
put
the
him in
drain.
fish jail. Why is he left out in the public? A threat at large.
So then we ended up with a basically empty tank, and then we went to the Dodds' house.
Who
for
the fuck at the
play,
Dodds?
Play date, just like family friends, lived on the next road to us.
Okay.
Famously, house opposite where I first tried butter.
Oh,
Also, Andrew just
Sorry.
freaked out earlier. I'm only thinking about that because do you remember when we discussed me trying butter for the first time? That clip's now gone viral, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
amazing, including a lot of men who love to point out Andrew's not stopped eating butter since,
Oh,
which
they're
isn't
funny.
helpful. It's not helpful.
It's also fucking boring, you basic cons.
But Andrew earlier said, go on.
Oh, so Helen is now on her school's Wikipedia page.
Shout out Courtmore School, caring to achieve.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because somebody basically it was a thing that Helen didn't have a Wikipedia page, and I think a hog made her one and posted about it.
Could a hog update mine, please?
I'm sure they will. They're
Thank
they're
you
very
so much.
vigilant.
Thank you so much.
But anyway, on Helen's
and
school
maybe
alumni.
take out my medical history, which feels rude and
That's
presumptuous.
weird.
Yeah, so fucking rude. Somebody
I
put
don't
my
think I do have a Wikipedia.
somebody put my
page.
hospital
You
in
do.
there, but didn't put like my education. It's so fucking rude. Go on.
There. So in the Helen's school alumni was a name I recognised, Isabel Pooley,
Yeah.
who is an Olympian
High jumper.
and a high jumper, yes. And Mrs. Pooley is who introduced butter to Helen, but she
Isabel
didn't
Pooley's
tell us
birthday
that
party.
Isabel Pooley is an Olympian.
You didn't want to mention she's an Olympian?
I was thinking about the butter at the time of the story. Also, I didn't know she made it all the way to the Olympics. Good for Isabel. I once threw up in the back of her car and never told her parents. I hope they don't know. I think I got
think
most
they
of it
know.
down my sleeve. I was car sick and I was too embarrassed to say anything.
Oh, Helen,
And I was like,
what
I was very
age were
little,
you?
like 8 or whatever, or 7. But I didn't know her. She was like a newer friend because they moved to town a bit later.
I have done something worse than that.
Go on.
There was an American family who lived behind us initially when
Yeah.
and then another American family took over. But this little girl, she was like maybe 2 years younger than me, Anne Marie,
Anne Marie.
and I used to climb over our back wall in to hang out with her. And her family were so nice, but I was maybe like, I wasn't in school yet, so maybe I was like almost 4 for sure. And I went to the toilet at their house and I went for a wee, and I only realized like 2 seconds into the wee that, you know, they had those like the seat was down, but they had one of those fluffy, you know, the fluffy covers
So
that
you
people
sat
put
on the top of the toilet and you weed.
Yeah, and then suddenly,
Yeah.
and I was like, and I honestly, like, when I think about it now, it's still like, well, actually, I'm not as embarrassed. I think I've like freed it
It's not
slightly.
a big deal, but at the time.
But at the time, it like covered me in shame, and I just remember, I think I just left. Like, I think I just like walked out of the bathroom, back out to the back garden, and up over the wall and home, and like never spoke of it
Little
again.
ginger freckly Catherine just being like, yep, I'm never going to
I
the
know.
house again. Mummy, Daddy, we're moving.
I just literally walked from the toilet to over the wall. Oh, it happens.
It's like, for some reason, like anything like that is so mortifying. And also you forget the fact that you're a kid and you can totally get away with it.
And also you're like a babe. Like, what? Come on, I didn't mean it.
I was sick down my sleeve in a car because I was too embarrassed to say I feel car sick, can we pull over, because I thought it was embarrassing to vomit, which like just a new person moved to town, they're cool, they're going to be an Olympian.
That's so cute.
I know.
Also, I'm so sorry, Isabel didn't actually do the Olympics, but she did get silver at the Commonwealth Games.
Shout out Isabel Pooley.
Silver at the Commonwealth Games. You should have gone to the Olympics. Don't you mind them?
And sorry for throwing up in your car. Thank you for inviting me to the panto. And
for introducing you to
butter.
Butter.
Thank you to the Pooleys.
Yeah.
But the Dodds.
Yes, sorry, of course. How long does it take us to tell a story? Go on. So the Dodds were family friends, and you went there
And
having
they had
after
some-
the spree.
So
Post-spree.
we've just got one very aggressive R2 glug 2, which about a week
There's
later
been a massacre.
was found dead, wedged between a
Glug
fake
was.
castle gluggy and the glass. No one knows what happens. Marianne's hand was wet. That's all I'll say. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. She never had an animal. But whatever. Gluggy somehow, like, I think the guilt.
You think he took himself?
I think it was a guilt thing.
Right.
Then we went to the Dodds. Now they had a fish tank. I'm going to say it, overpopulated.
Really?
And Michael Bauer, thrifty little fuck, was like, I'll take some of those. Get me a Ziploc bag. No stress. It's just round the corner. No worries. We'll take some. Without listening to the fact that these guppies give birth every 2 weeks.
What?
So they will overpopulate themselves either way. So then we are just constantly, it's a series of births.
You go from a murder spree to overpopulation.
Overpopulation so fast. It's an absolute disaster. And then one morning, Michael can't take it anymore. Gets up about 5 a.m.
No, don't say it. I don't like this.
Gets up 5 a.m.
No, this is cruelty to animals. I don't like this.
Takes the tank, drives to Fleet's Pond,
Okay,
throws
different to
them
what I
in,
thought. Different to what I
sees a
thought.
pike, all gone, one bite, drives home. Kids don't know what's happened. Which is probably for the best, because if not, Fleet Pond would be a guppy haven and we'd be fucked. One pike. Rumour has it. Rumour has it. Yeah.
How? What? A roller coaster.
And my family didn't dip back into pets until Pancake.
Good. You shouldn't have been allowed to. No offense.
Yeah, we were really struggling.
What the hell? Good.
Can I-
Jesus. Thank
Catherine.
God Marianne grew up and was the only one who had to take care of Pancake.
Before we bring our guest on, I do have another childhood confession that I want to make, but I feel like I should do it in the patron extras. We should bring our guest on.
Okay, great. Let's do
Okay.
it. Please, welcome to the podcast, Harriet Kemsley. Woohoo!
Hey, all three of us are going to the Edinburgh Fringe this year.
Woohoo!
Catherine Bohart will be there.
Yes, I'll be there at noon in the Monkey Barrel.
You gotta go. Her show's amazing. She is going up with a finished, polished, beautiful, incredible show.
You're very kind.
Me and Andrew, however.
Hey now,
Speak for yourself.
Andrew's going up with a finished show. He'll be there for 5 days. What's it called?
I am.
Where is it, Andrew?
It's called Andrew White, Young Gay and a Third Thing. It is at 9:20 at the Assembly Roxy from the 20th to the 24th. So just the last week. So when everyone is at their lowest ebb, I'll be swooping in with some high energy.
Yes, Andrew.
Oh,
and God is
perfect.
good. God
Perfect
is good.
angel.
And sweet Helen Barrow will be there.
In the middle, for the 12th to the 14th of August, I will be doing 3 random different times at Monkey Barrel 4. One of them is the same day as TrustyHogs Live, so I guess I'll just see you for the whole day.
Do the Bower double. Come on. Why wouldn't you?
You've got to do the Bower double.
double
And with-
Bower.
with
Like double
my-
barrel.
You can triple us. You can do Catherine, me, and TrustyHogs Live all on the Monday the 12th.
Why the hell not?
Good fucking luck to you is what I say.
I'd say get those tickets booked now.
Bye.
Bye. Welcome, Harriet Kemsley. The first guest in ages to bring a gift. Some lovely candy kittens. Very cherry. Very well done. Thank you so much.
Very
cheery,
honoured to
very
be
cherry.
here, yes.
Hi.
I'm honoured to have you back.
I'm thrilled to have you here and
I
be here.
know, it's like we can never exist in the
How
same place
exciting.
together.
It is
Yeah.
funny. We never get booked on the same bill, which says to me that people say same energy.
Yes.
I think don't you think like a frantic, like sort of
I
like,
think I'm a mixture
hyper.
between both of
Yeah, I
you,
agree. You are
maybe.
midpoint.
Yes,
definitely.
I think so.
And we
I
don't
have
get
the
booked often.
chaos maybe of
Wow, okay, chaos was there was a
Helen.
gesture
Yeah.
towards
yeah,
me with
the
chaos.
the chaos.
The
Yes,
chaos.
absolute
But
chaos.
I also think you have
That's-
the pace of me.
yes,
You
yes,
speak-
fast pace.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. How are you?
I'm okay. I had a bit of a dramatic evening last night.
Why?
Got barred from a pub.
Speaking
Can I be
that,
clear?
Mike,
I was at the pub
yes.
earlier, but I had left. I had left before the
Helen
fight.
had left.
Excuse
yeah.
me, how did this happen?
Yes, I don't really know. I haven't
That's
been
the
barred
fifth
from a
pub
pub in
this
years.
year.
No, it's been a long time since I've been barred from a pub. No, the football was on.
Yeah.
And then I did throw a wine glass when the goal scored. But that was actually nothing to do with it. That actually had nothing to do with the situation. And then the owner of the pub was an absolute arsehole. And we got into this back and forth because I thought he was trying to steal my bag, but I didn't. I was trying to sit on a chair. So it was very confusing. And then it got like really intense and he had really aggressive energy. And then everyone was like, you should move your chair away. And so I moved the chair and then he came over and he was like, I'm just joking with you, but it was like really intense. And he was like, I'm the owner. And then like he spat on the floor, which was unnecessary. And
And
then
also, don't spit on the floor of your own pub.
yeah, I know, but he was
That's
like, I
mad.
own it, I can spit on the floor. Like, it was crazy. And then we got into a back and forth, and then basically he was like, you guys, you're all barred. And then we left.
What?
And then he got all his people like outside. The football was still happening, so we missed the ending.
You got barred before the match was
We
even
got barred before the
over?
match was even over. And I don't know why I'm the one that's getting us barred. Like, it was crazy. Like, five of us had to like leave. And then he was like standing outside with all his guys to like make sure we didn't come back in.
Yeah, it was awful because then
crazy.
me and Sunil had made it home. We finished watching the match at home with ice creams, and then I sent Sunil back out to go pick them up because we thought there'd been a genuine fight, but sort of a fight.
Sort of a fight.
And then Sunil had to drive them all home.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we walked out. Well, Alexa started doing this, and so then I was like, I was trying to do it behind, but I couldn't remember what finger, and so I
Doing
did
this
that.
is
I did that
dancing with the middle
accidentally.
fingers
Yeah,
up.
and then I was like, no, that one actually. So yeah, it was really intense.
Oh my
We can never go
God.
back. It's yeah.
Is it your local?
No.
No,
Thank
thank
God.
God.
Okay,
Thank
thank
God.
Good.
Because
Yeah.
no one's local,
No,
so
no.
it's not going to affect anyone ongoing.
Yeah.
Fucking hell,
Yeah, really
Harriet.
dramatic.
You're a
yeah.
mother.
Yeah, I know. I'm a football hooligan.
Right,
It turns
a
out I had
football
no
hooligan.
idea.
This
No
is
idea.
crazy.
Yeah, didn't go to see the football at any time, and then mustn't go again. Thank God it's 2 years. You know, thank goodness
Wow.
to recover.
So funny getting banned from a bar in your 30s.
It's ridiculous. It's
such a
ridiculous.
rogue
Go back
It
home
didn't-
to my baby, and
Oh my God, that's so funny. That is so funny. Lara, I was going to be like, we could ask her, has her life changed since she's had a kid? But I guess no. If anything, just more violent.
more violent. My
Um,
whole week has been crazy. I got on the wrong ferry last week, and
What?
just everything has been
Sorry,
going
what?
badly. Like, it's
Can
just
I just
this
quickly
week is
caveat
just
this
days.
with Harriet does have dyspraxia. So like
Thank
let's
you.
not
Yeah,
shame
let's
her
make
online. No one
allowances.
sent messages being like, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Thank
That
you,
she's
yeah.
doing her
But
genuine
sorry,
best.
wait a second. Were there two ferries at the same port and you chose the like
I
ferry
have
less
no,
travel?
I have no idea. I got there an hour before, and then they sent I googled like White Link, but then I was
Oh,
only
Isle
trying
of
to
Wight
find
link.
it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to the Isle of Wight, but then I was following where it was telling me to go, but then I wasn't paying attention, and it took me into the middle of land, and so then I got there, and it was just an office block, and I was like, there can't be a ferry from here. Like, there's no
No.
water. And so then I was like really
Logical.
panicking.
One second, sorry. The Isle of Wight, the White Link ferry
Yes.
goes literally from Portsmouth Station,
Yes.
Southampton Station,
Yes.
Portsmouth Station even.
Yes,
And
that's
there's
what it turns out.
nowhere,
Yeah.
but it's signalled so clearly from the station.
I strongly disagree. But you have to
Okay.
know to go to the station. That's the
Right,
thing you're
yeah.
missing. You have to know to go there first.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. So then I was at the offices, and I was like, this
What
doesn't
offices?
seem right. The White Link offices, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, you went to the headquarters.
Yeah, I guess I went to the
Oh, right,
headquarters.
I'm understanding now. You went to the headquarters.
That will do it.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
And then I was so panicked. So I was like, I have to hurry. And I was just looking for ferries and like water.
No.
Like from in like very much like in the town of Portsmouth. And then I was like,
Yeah.
right, I've got to try. And then I saw one and I was like, that must be it. And I was meant to get on. I was meant to meet the captain because I
Sorry,
was
what?
going with.
Wait, so you just saw a boat and you just got on it because you assumed?
No, I'm sorry. We need you to circle back to why you were meant to meet the captain.
So we were meant to go have a photo with the captain. So it was me, Dylan Moran, and Maisie Adam. We were doing the show in the Isle of Wight, and then we were meant to get on, meet the lady from marketing, go up and meet the captain. But then I was like, look, I've lost the lady, but here's the ferry. So then they scanned my thing, and I went on, and I did think it was weird because it was just me and all the cars. But I dodged through all the cars, and then I got on, and then it was meant to be like 20 minutes, but I wasn't really paying attention because I was like, oh, thank God I'm on the ferry, you know. And then 45 minutes later, we were approaching land, and like I got a phone call, and I was like, oh, I'm really sorry, but I'm coming. Like, we're approaching land, we're docking, and he was like, no, you're not. The ferry arrived 20 minutes ago. And I was like, what land am I approaching? This is what I was so worried about. I was like, am I in Calais? Like, this is actually crazy. Like, what land is this? And it didn't look, it literally like didn't
French.
look, yeah, it looked a bit French. It was like really.
What was it?
Thank God it turned out it was the Isle of Wight, but it was a completely different part of the island. And it turned out I had got on the car ferry. And so then I was
How did they let you on?
I don't know, because I'm not a car. And
I agree. Speaking to your mic, I really agree with you.
I know. And then I was like, how do I get off? And they were like, oh, you have to go down the stairs. And I was like, I've already done that, but it was just loads of cars. And then I just had to like walk out with the cars, like just.
Oh, that's so stressful.
It was so stressful. And then they like had to come pick me up. It was so stressful. And then they came and picked me up, and then they were like, oh, Maisie's gone for a walk. And I was like, oh, I might go for a walk too. And they were like, no, I'm sorry, you have to sit here because we're not letting you out of our sight. So I wasn't allowed to.
When people say that, when you're like, oh, I'll go for a walk.
Yeah.
Like, no, they're allowed to do it. You actually have to stay with mummy.
Yeah,
But
I
to
know.
be fair, Harriet.
Yeah, I know, it was. I was like, you know what, guys, that is fair, actually.
Thank God it wasn't France. When you got off the ferry, did you just say bonjour just in case?
Yeah, I was so nervous. I was like, what land am I in? And then, but then Maisie turned up because Dylan Moran, it turned out, had missed the ferry. I'd got the wrong ferry.
That
and
all
so
checks out. That
poor
all.
Maisie had to spend 20 minutes with the captain. I know, right? And then she said, he kept going, she kept having to go like, what does this button do? And he was like, it's just forward. It's just like, it's pretty straightforward. Like, you can literally see the Isle of Wight from where we are.
Yeah, you can from Portsmouth Station. Yeah.
Yeah, but I went, I guess, all the way round.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I got there and I looked over, I was like, it's really close. Like,
It's so close.
I had no idea.
Yeah. But what was the gig on the Isle of Wight then?
The big beach weekender, and so it was on the beach.
I love the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, I know.
I've never
I
been,
didn't
you
get to
know.
explore, but
That's so
I like to go
mad
back.
me. Because you love Hampshire.
Yeah, and you can see it from the beach that I spend time on. So I would like to go over for a day trip, but I haven't yet.
My favourite thing on it is Osborne House.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't allowed to see anything.
It's Queen Victoria's old house.
Oh,
And it's
nice.
just like, it's epic.
Okay,
It's so
I'm gonna
cool.
go. I'd love to
You
go.
would really love it.
I'd love to go.
And they've
It's
got a
very
garlic
cute,
festival
yeah.
every August.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
How
whole island goes
nice.
mad according to the taxi drivers there with
Wow.
the garlic festival. Which
How
I think I'd
lovely.
also absolutely love.
Yeah, that sounds divine.
I think, just to quickly circle back to the travel gigs, some gigs, the travel is so complicated
Yeah,
that it's just to the point where like I have to say no to some gigs now where I'm like, I'll never make it.
that's
Yeah.
a really good
I
idea.
just know in advance,
Yeah.
I'll never make it.
Because
Yeah.
every day is a different gig, so I just deal with it on the day,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, this really should have involved advanced planning.
And so many towns sound like another town.
Yeah, they
And-
sound reasonably close, and it
Yeah.
turns out they're 6 hours away.
Yeah.
And I'm so convinced if I don't know the name of the town, I always think everything sounds like Kent. Like, I'm like, that sounds like a town in Kent. That sounds like a town in Kent.
Yeah,
But I'm so confident with it. I'm always like, it's just in Kent. And then I'm in bloody, like,
Cornwall.
Suffolk.
Yeah.
And I'm at sea.
yeah.
Not
Well,
literally,
no,
you
'cause
were.
That was
Yeah.
me, yeah.
But yeah.
Christ,
Yeah.
you've got a lot going on, my
It's
love.
a lot going on, yeah.
Yeah.
Life's hard.
Your
you
nails
know.
look nice, so you've managed to get them at the same
Yeah,
time.
it was my New Year's resolution to try and like look a bit together, you know, just to
You look
trick people
amazing.
slightly. Thank you. Yeah, I don't feel it, but I appreciate that.
I
I've
got
gone-
tricked. You duped me.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used
yeah.
to
You
get my
had
nails
me.
done with Harriet.
Yeah.
Nice.
But she laughed at me twice whilst my feet were being scraped.
Why?
I have a significant amount of dead skin on the
They
bottom
were
of
just
my
really
feet.
horrified. The person doing it was just
They
like,
weren't horrified.
They were just like, oh God. Like, it was just like, there was so much coming off. They were just like
Jesus.
exhausted by the end. He was like, had to take like a little break because it was like, it's too much. Like, God, it's just like exhausting. He just, oh yeah, poor guy.
Oh my
So
God.
Harriet was like next to me. We're like getting like pedicures together, and she was like, "Oh my God!" And I was like, and
Yeah,
all the
that's
skin
a
was
lot.
everywhere. But I
That's
also
a
refused
lot.
to go with Catherine because she takes the file and does it again.
I get mine. I don't take it. I don't do it again anymore. I just do it from the start now.
You do it from the start.
I just say, can I file them? They do everything else for me. I just like to shape them myself because they don't do the shape I like.
And it's so reasonable to say this is how I want to do it, but for some reason I cannot
You
handle
hate it.
No,
You hate
no,
it so
This is
much.
why I
Yeah, I
refuse
know
to
what
go
you mean,
shopping
yeah.
in America.
No, Georgie hates it too. Georgie doesn't like when I take the file as well. She's like, you're a princess.
Oh, once I went to with Catherine to get her nails done,
Yeah.
and she was getting little hearts, and she tried to involve me. She held up a hand to me, and went, "Does that look like a heart to you?" And I was like, "No, please don't involve me. I don't want to say anything."
Well, after they'd done it while they were sat there, you said, "Does this look like a heart?"
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
No.
What? That's a
No,
reasonable
you just
ask.
pretend, you walk away, and then you just redo them yourself at home. You absolutely do not say
No.
anything. No.
It's shellac.
No,
Thank
no.
you.
Shellac, you're stuck with it for a
You
week.
pay the money, you say, "This is the best I've ever had." Like, I absolutely love whatever shape this actually is. And then
No.
you go home.
And then to
No.
involve Sweet Andrew in it, you know he
Yeah,
can't handle that.
yeah.
He's a rural
Yeah,
gay. Do not
please.
get him
I'm a
involved.
rural
Yeah.
gay. This man
Different
loves
is
confrontation.
different.
This man loves confrontation.
On email, not face to face.
I just say that. I just think that if you don't tell them, then they can't fix it.
Do you remember that one time I went and I had really bad hay fever, and the woman kept getting really annoyed at me because I had to keep blowing my nose?
That does sound
She was doing
disgusting.
my
If you're doing,
nails.
it does sound grim if you're doing someone's nails and they keep snotting into their
And
hands.
my nose, my face was like literally like a wet tap. And I had
You
to-
can see how she'd be like, I don't want to get sick.
and I
if
really
you're
wanted
here
to blow
sick.
my nose. And I was like, with both hands inside of it, and I can't go back. I can't.
I don't think you should. That poor woman.
I've run out of places to
Yeah,
go
you
in my
just gotta do
area
them
to get my
yourself,
nails
yeah.
done. I know. I think I might get one of
saw.
those machines at
Oh,
home.
it does. It's very time consuming. I find to do it yourself at home. I do find it a bit much. It's so tedious. Are you all putting SPF on your hands before you go to get your UV light?
What?
Put SPF on your hands before you put them
Yeah,
on those
I know. And then
strong lights.
because I think it's bad. It's bad for you. Is it?
It's
The
really
gel
bad
is
for your nail
bad.
bed, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so they can do like organic ones, but
Yeah, I try to
I
get
don't do that
Biab if I
online.
get it, but
is
I-
Biab better?
It's better, yeah.
Oh, really?
But is that not without the UV light?
Oh no, they still use the UV light, but ideally they have one of those little finger UV lights, the sticks, so then they can just go over the nail instead of your whole hand. But if you have to put them in, then do put
SPF on?
SPF.
But my hands aren't more tanned than the rest of me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's great. It's more about skin damage, which you can't always see.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so much to think about these days. Being
There's
a
a
woman.
lot on, isn't there? There's a lot
Sometimes you just
on.
have to not think.
Yeah.
That's
Can I
the
check
only
in?
way.
That's
That's
the
the only way.
skincare
to-
routine. How many steps are we doing at the moment?
I do
Oh,
do
yeah.
quite a lot of skincare
Like
stuff.
5.
No,
steps?
no, like take stuff off. I don't wash my face because my skin can get really dry,
Yeah.
and so
Okay.
I cleanse with just the micellar water,
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
that. I've got
and
that.
then vitamin C. And
In the
then-
mornings.
Yeah, in the mornings, and then cream.
And then cream.
Well, how
3
many steps?
steps.
That 3 steps.
Are we
And
doing
you're not
anything
washing?
else?
That's it. And then in the evenings,
Micellar water.
just micellar water, and then the
Okay.
cream.
What are you doing?
retinol in the winter,
Retinol in the winter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Retinol, not in the summer.
not in the
Well,
summer.
I
Now
get
why?
Never.
I
Is
get Botox, as you know,
Yeah.
and I also get Profilo, but then
Wait, what's Profilo?
you put what's the word I'm looking for? Hyaluronic acid under your skin.
Ooh, I have done a bit of Botox, but that's not like daily. That's not
That's
in
very
my
brave to
that's
admit
not
that.
in
That's not
my
daily.
that's not in my that's not in my step.
daily. No,
That's
but I
not
don't
in
like
my-
saying it like somehow like what I'm about to say is why I look the way I look, because that's not true. So I just don't like being like I use SPF. It's like
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not saying.
yeah.
Um, I guess I take my makeup off with a chamomile cleanser from the Body Shop. It's one I really like. It's cream and it's really gentle, and it takes off my eye makeup. It just like wipes off perfect. And then I sometimes use the Pixie toner. but I tend not to do anything too strong. I actually often just do cold water instead of toner because my skin's quite sensitive to like.
Your skin is lovely,
I
actually.
know.
I'm
Thank
really
you so
looking
much.
at it now.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
now that I'm looking at it.
And
And you
then-
think the effort she puts into it, she's happy to say that she has Botox and Profilo, but what she will not admit is all those freckles are drawn on individually
Yeah,
each morning.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
And she's scared to say it.
It's true. Thank you for let's just get it out there.
Catherine draws on her
I'm
freckles.
thrilled to finally say it. It's a pencil. Sue me. No, there's none from here up. And then I use this really nice stuff on my skin called Smart Science, Skin Smart.
See, this is where I get confused with the potions we're supposed to use.
Yeah.
The different acids and multipeptides. And they come in little dropper bottles. and
I use
get
Skin
so
Better
confused.
Science. Skin Better Science because there's a day cream and a night cream, and it's got small amounts of retinol and small amounts of hyaluronic acid, I think, and small amounts of vitamin C. But vitamin C is way too harsh for my skin. And then I just always wear Shiseido SPF.
What's Shiseido?
It's just a nice brand.
A skin SPF.
Or I wear Thank You Farmer, which is a nice Korean brand, which I really like, and it's really sheer. Both of them basically go on incredibly light because I have to wear SPF every day of the year, basically.
Yeah, but we're supposed to because apparently we can get skin damage from the UV in our phones. I'm not
Don't know
joking.
about that.
Because someone was like, even if you don't, because you know when you're
No, I
like,
think it's
you're
just
having
the
a morning
sun's
in,
all
you
over
don't,
it.
you don't
is
put on
shaking
SPF
their
until you leave the
heads,
house.
that
You
I
can
don't
get it from
think
your
that-
computer or your
no,
phone.
I think
You're
it's just wear it because of the
agreeing,
sun.
actually, with that doesn't seem to
Andrew,
be
can you Google that?
a real thing. I
Because
don't
if not,
think he
I have
needs
just
to.
wasted
I
a
don't
lot of
think
time
it's
and money.
necessary.
No, you need to wear it for the sun every day.
Yeah, but you know when you're like, oh, I'm not going out today until 1 p.m. So then you don't put it on until 1 p.m. Because in my head, SPF wears off, right? It does.
Yeah, it does. You need to put it on every few hours, yeah.
No, not on your face. Because if you put on makeup after it, then you can't redo everything.
I use a setting spray that has SPF in it so I can reapply over my makeup.
Andrew, can you write down to get me one of those as well, please?
It's the
I
Kate
will
Somerville
do.
one.
Oh, there is some truth to what Helen's saying.
You
Go
guys fuck
on.
yourselves. Believe women, you fucking whores. Sorry.
Sorry.
Say more.
Blue light from LED-based devices can cause skin damage and accelerated skin aging. It doesn't necessarily say.
What?
It doesn't say to put sun cream on though. Oh no, it does actually.
There you go.
The question we should all be asking is, what the fuck is M doing to her skin? Because it is perfection.
I was literally thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you're like glowing.
perfection.
It's Pixie toner.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Well,
I've
why
heard
did I
like-
buy 200 bottles of it,
I
and
heard
why am I
Pixie
drinking it every
toner
night
isn't so
then?
good. It's a bit harsh.
Yeah, I find it
Motherfucker!
quite harsh.
That's what I heard.
No, I mean,
Medicate. That's what I
I'm
use.
sick of this. I am sick of this. As a group, we decide that this is the thing. This is what we should do. So then I buy loads.
Yeah.
And by the time I've started regularly using it as part of my routine, suddenly it's corrosive.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now,
bit
we're all putting hyaluronic acid on our faces.
you put
We're
that
going to
spoon
look
down,
back at this
please?
and laugh. Sorry,
Yeah.
Harriet. We're going to look back at this and think that's mental.
What's your routine?
I don't really have one, sorry. I'd put rosehip oil on my face at night sometimes, but it stains your pillowcases if you do it every day.
But then,
Rosehip
how is your
oil.
skin so glowing?
It's jeans, and she eats loads of vegetables and drinks a load of water.
Oh,
I think I could drink more water. I'm getting quite wrinkly, guys.
You don't have a single
no.
wrinkle.
I got Botox for a specific.
Andrew!
I'm sorry.
Andrew's dropping his... Wait, can I get a glass of water now? Because now I'm suddenly thinking about it.
Okay, yes, go on, Harriet.
I got Botox for a specific reason, because you're meant to be like, oh, like I love my wrinkles and everything. Like every line like tells a story, and that's like a life I've lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after my divorce, I realised my line on my forehead was just Bobby. And then it stressed my ex-husband. And every time I looked at it, I was like, that is the stress from him. And it just made me think of him. And so I was like, I have to get rid of that. And then now, so that's why I got rid of it. Yeah.
Every line tells a story, and I don't want to fucking hear that one again for a while. I do not want to hear that story for some time.
Yes.
Well, also, what were you going to say? Your skincare routine was Botox at the ex-husband, and
No, that was it. Yeah, I just literally
Oh,
got
that's
it
your
at
whole
the start,
routine.
at the end of last year after the divorce, when I was like, yeah, don't want to. I
Treat
can just
yourself.
get rid of that. Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
and
I want them to invent one product.
yeah,
Just
I know.
one. And be like, that's it. And I want it to cost £5 a month.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen, my babe.
Tops. Because I'm sick of all these little bits and bobs. Because sometimes you hear what you're supposed to do and you're like, okay, but Who's doing that?
That doesn't exist, but what does exist for me at least is Dr. Ewan, and I just do what he says, and I don't buy anything else. I only buy what he tells me to buy,
Yeah.
and I only let him do what he does to my face. And then, so I haven't found that solution, but I have found one fabulous gay man from whom I take all of my instruction, and that has definitely improved my skin. But
But I can't
it's
talk
not
to
it's not a
Dr.
$5 a
Ewan.
month, I'll tell you that much.
I can't talk to him because I can't go to the Body Shop.
Why?
Oh no, the cleanser was my own doing,
'Cause
to be
Do you
fair.
remember at the Body Shop? I don't know if it's still the rules, but like, if it was your birthday, you got a free gift. I used to go in and always say it was my birthday and I'd lost my ID. And I feel like they conned on.
No shit.
That's why they've shut down. A lot.
They
Yeah,
lost.
the
You're
stores
the
have
reason
shut
they went
down.
bankrupt.
That is it.
Yeah, there used to be a little
Yeah.
one in the middle of Waterloo and a little one in the
Yeah.
middle of Euston. Do
Yeah,
you
a
remember
lot
those?
of people lost their jobs because of your behaviour.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's my birthday and I lost my ID. Can I have a serum?
Oh my
Can I
god.
Yeah, serums
Oh
as
my
well.
God, yeah.
I feel like they make me greasy, and sometimes I feel like when I'm going to bed, I'm just like too wet physically, facially. Because you're supposed
Thank
to
you
like
for clarifying.
you're supposed to cleanse twice in the evenings. Have you heard about this?
No.
Double cleansing.
You cleanse once
No.
in the
That
morning,
strips you
double
natural
cleanse
oils,
in the
I
evenings.
think.
Yeah.
And then once I saw an Anya Magliano Instagram story,
Yeah.
and she was like, I just found out that when they say cleanse your face, you have to cleanse it for 90 seconds. Like you need to be washing your face for 90 seconds before you wash it off. And that's
Yeah.
really stuck with me. But that is so long. 90 seconds to be washing your face. With Sunil knocking outside like, I need to go big toilet, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, that's a
Like
lot.
you can't do it and then do it twice, and then you're supposed to put on a toner, then a serum, then eye cream, and then moisturizer, allowing it to dry in between, and then go to bed, and then you put on hand cream as well before you get in bed. You're just like,
and foot cream. You really should add foot cream.
and
to
a
that.
foot cream. Should I?
Just
should I
sounds like
really
it.
add
Just
foot
sounds like it. It sounds like maybe you should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to do something about those
There you
feet.
go.
Yeah,
Since
it's
that
people-
time where
yeah.
you laughed and the two people kept on looking at each other like, fuck me, I have started like stripping my own feet at home before going in out of pure shame and
What are
embarrassment.
you using? Are you using an electric one?
No, one of those, like,
Okay.
one of those
Oh,
things
yeah.
for feet.
I was judging you because when I was 18, a lady did it to my feet, and I'd spent all summer at festivals not wearing shoes, and it was real bad. Like my sister still talks about the
amount.
anger this woman had. Like she was like absolutely furious.
But then do some
Really?
people not have it? Because, like, I know so many people who have never had a pedicure,
I
guys
think
who've never
there's
had a
some
pedicure.
real soft-footed ladies out there, and I think they just naturally have soft feet. And I
don't-
think Catherine might be one of
No,
them.
but I
No,
have to say
she's a
this.
bloody, she's like a horse.
No,
Really?
Ellen has perfectly soft feet, and I think part of it is that she's never had a pedicure. I think that when you start going at them, it causes the
It's a
same
trap.
problem over and over
you
and
have
over
to-
again.
You take too good care of your feet, Helen.
Yeah, I do think when
That's
you
the
remove the
problem.
skin, it grows back,
Yeah.
and then you get that sort of textured, dry skin.
I fucking knew it. I once got in a depression.
yeah.
So I had my heart broken, and
Yeah.
I was living in Berlin, but I was living in a flat that had no internet, and I was away for 4 months. My friend was there by herself. Frances was there by herself for a month, and then I was there for like a month by myself when they moved back. And I spent like all the money I had on that shoal, and you turned it on and it whirred
Yeah,
around,
I know the
and
one.
it shaved down your feet.
Yeah.
And I would do that because I had no internet. All I had was like library DVDs to watch, and I'd like get The Simpsons in German out and watch them, and I would peel my feet and just sit there for evenings. And I reckon I went through everything, and now I've ruined it for myself.
God, that guy was probably really missing you.
That
What I've lost.
Oh no, she sent it all to him in a little envelope.
missing you.
Foot fetish confetti.
You know what I reckon? You know the
That's
thing of
a
like
brand that. TM. I'm making foot
fetish
fetish.
confetti.
I'm making foot confetishy.
I'd
I'll work on
love
the
to get
title.
into the foot market.
Yeah.
It'd be so good. To, like your face isn't involved.
Are you on Wicked Feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
They just put you there.
They just put you there, and then I was on it, and then I was like, oh my God, what are my feet? And I got okay. I just think that's so rude.
You got
That's
okay.
rude.
I got okay.
You got socks on.
And one of my feet, in one of the pictures, my foot is next to a goat's foot. And I still got rated okay. Like, I think that's so rude.
What's a goat's foot
That's
look
out
like?
of order.
Like a hoof.
That's a hoof. A little butt hoof. That's so rude.
You
I
got
think it's
okay.
so rude. I got okay. But I've talked about it enough now that it has gone up.
What's Catherine got?
4.5, I think, last time I checked.
I'd love it if you were bang on correct. Like each morning, you're like, check your Instagram, check your
Pretty
TikTok,
sure
check
it's
your Wikipedia.
4.25.
Oh,
Nice
it's gone down.
feet.
It's gone down.
4.25
Nice.
nice feet.
What's
Yeah.
Helen?
Gone down.
Oh, it's not good. Mine's not going to be kind.
11 people rated them beautiful.
Wow.
That's good, Catherine.
Wow.
That is good. What a strange selection of photos. Do you want me to do you, Helen?
Mine won't be very kind, probably.
Well, you never know.
I know I'm on a website for
I
fat
have
celebrities.
bunions, so I'm surprised.
Someone sent me a link.
I have bunions, so I'm shocked that I got 4.25. You're on a fat celebrity's website. That's so cool.
There's and they're just sort of like looking big and juicy in this one, and they just take pictures from your social media of being like, yeah, she looks really big in this one.
It's like for chasers.
I think it's a Chubby Chasers.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
But it's like, yeah. Here's her standing next to one of her petite friends. She looks bigger. It's a great
But
comparison.
Helen, but Helen,
Stuff like that.
that's so funny, but also, how annoyed would you be if you weren't on that website?
I wouldn't know it existed if someone hadn't
Yeah,
sent me a
okay.
link. I'm not typing in
But
like,
what if you found out it existed and you weren't on there?
I'd be so fine with that, Catherine.
No, you'd be livid. You'd be livid if it was just Pauline Quirk and Alison Hammond and you didn't get a look in.
I would be livid.
You'd be
actually.
furious. Come on, get over it. Come on, like that's.
Am I on Wiki Feet and is it nasty or been taken down?
No, just 3 stars. Okay, feet.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Fuck!
Thank God you got them filed so much. That's what I will say. Imagine what it would have been
And also,
if you
can I
hadn't
just
done
say,
that.
like,
What's Harriet on now?
I would have thought mine would be high because they're specialised. They're 9.5. They're wide fit. The toes splay.
Mine
like,
splay. I've got real splays. Yeah.
Harriet, you've gone up. You're at 4 stars. Nice
I've
feet.
gone up, yeah, because I talked about it enough that people felt bad.
Wait,
yeah.
how many podcasts have you brought it up on?
Quite a few. This is not my first podcast that I've tried to get sympathy votes.
She got
on
to
Wiki
France
Feet.
and was like, "Bonjour, have you rated my feet yet?"
Does this mean that I could go up if I start?
Yeah,
Can
so that's
everyone
what I meant,
please
yeah.
go on? Is it called Wiki Feet?
Yeah.
And I would
Oh,
like to
don't
get to a
pretend you don't
4.
know.
I would like to get to a 4.
I'd love to get back up to 4.5. You're cool. Tell us, what kind of advice you don't know about finding the right fairy? What kind of advice do your friends come to you for, and what kind of advice giver are you, please?
I don't know. That's such a broad question.
People
What do
come to you for
think?
all advice.
Well, what
Really?
kind
Could
of
you
advice do you
listen?
are you like? What kind of advice do you give?
Maybe.
Are you like brutally honest? Do you say exactly what they want to hear?
Oh yeah, my friend Melissa said it's like painful, because I can't lie, so that's like a big problem.
I
so you
think
just
you're
say
more-
exactly what you think.
Yeah. I try and do it in
Gosh.
I've seen you give very brutal feedback to Sunil Patel.
Yeah.
But I've also seen you be incredibly gentle with like myself and like Amy Gledhill and stuff.
Yeah,
so I
if they
think
can
it does
take
depend on who it
Sometimes
is.
people are so obnoxious that you have to be brutal to get through to them because they don't. You can't just be nice because it just doesn't go anywhere. So my friend Melissa, Sunil, you have to be brutal. It does depend on the person.
Great. Okay. All right. Fantastic.
This
Well,
could
let's
be
do
tough
this
for
thing.
this person.
It could be. We don't know enough about
We
them, but
don't
let's
know.
find out. Do you have a problem for us, Andrew?
We do indeed.
Woo!
From N.
Hi, Anne.
Hi, Anne.
They say, I've listened to all the non-Patreon episodes recently and have upgraded because I want to keep binging on all your wonderful content.
Woohoo!
Oh,
that's
that's
nice. N for nice.
My question is about how to move abroad. So, my boyfriend of 4.5 years has been offered a very exciting job in Italy. I'm very pleased for him, as this will be his first job after completing his PhD. And I am very fortunate that he said he'll support me if I decide to move across with him, or whether I stay in the UK. So it's entirely up to N whether she moves to Italy or stays in the UK. She has a remote job, so she can move, and the job said they would support it. Is very excited by the opportunity on the one hand, but is also very anxious about my career dreams.
Yeah.
I'm a theatre maker. Brackets. In fact, I'm a clown.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm finding it tough enough as it is to make the work I want to make in the UK. Knowing the arts is also very underfunded in Italy, and that I'd be working in a second language, I'm worried that it's an even bigger barrier to my true dreams. So although I have financial security and the support of my boyfriend and the exciting opportunity, I don't know what to do.
Number one, where in Italy? Because there actually is an English language clown community in
Yeah,
Rome.
and you're going to the
I can
home of-
link you up with people
And you're
right
going-
now on Instagram.
when was this written in?
It was
2019.
no, it was actually only a couple of weeks ago, and they don't move until the end of October, so we still
Helen
win
could
time.
help you. Second thing to say is you're going to the home of Commedia dell'arte. You're going to the place, the true birthplace of clowning. In
I
a lot
have a
of
question.
ways.
How can you be a remote clown?
No, I think they have
No,
a
she has a
corporate
day
job.
job.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But I
yeah.
love you for asking. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just for people who are scared of clowns. So you zoom in initially, and then you work up to
Build
the
it
house.
up. Yeah. Lovely,
I've got a
lovely.
question.
Okay.
How can you be a remote clown? That was adorable.
Very good, very sweet, very cute.
I have a
can see
question.
how you got the wrong.
I have
theory.
a question. Sorry, I feel like I'm doing that impression that our friend does of you, which I won't do now.
It's really insulting.
It's bad. Can I do it?
Who
No,
does it?
I can't do it. Can
Who
I do
does
it? No, I
it?
can't.
Sunil does this impression of me when he says I sound like I come from Kent.
You do come from Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Harriet met our friend's friend, whose name is Donatus.
Okay.
And as they were meeting,
Is Donatus Greek?
no, lovely. Where's he from actually? Latvia or Lithuania or something?
Okay.
Yeah. Lovely man.
Yeah.
And so I went, this is Donatus. And Harry went, did you say tomato? Sorry? Did you say tomato? Which is, I'm sorry, so clinically thick. To get from a name you don't quite hear to, is your name Tomato?
Oh, Harriet, my
It's
sweet.
become like a constant impression in my flat. That whenever Harriet's over, it's like, here she comes, where's Tomato?
To be fair, I did not
You
say
had a
it to
bad
his
day, you
face.
had a bad day,
I
you had a
didn't
bad
say it
day,
to his
okay.
face. He introduced himself, and then we were having this conversation. I kept going, his name is Tomato. That's crazy. And then he walked off, and then Evelyn was there, and I said, Evelyn, is his name Tomato? And then Evelyn ran over to him and was like, Evelyn thinks your name's Tomato. I was like, this is awful.
It's such a good mishearing. And like, out of all the names in the world, I've never met a tomato.
Oh my god.
Sally! Did you say his name was Tomato?
Oh boy.
Oh, that's clowning. But you don't like it when we do the impression, and that's fair.
Yeah, we have to limit the impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
'Cause
gets
it
out of hand,
hurts.
then everyone joins
Yeah.
in. I think everyone has a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah,
and
but
then
that's a
it
bit
goes
much,
on
that's
for
a bit
while.
much.
How badly
Yes,
do you want to say
yes.
it right now, though?
You
No,
can give
I
it a
don't
go.
actually really
Yeah,
want to
you
help
give it a go.
N with moving,
thank you.
moving countries.
Oh, yeah, I want
yes,
help
yes,
N
yes,
too.
Sorry, I just thought we could stick it to that.
Yes.
Um,
Pizza, pasta.
I know. I agree with you. No, keep going. Gelato. What is the question?
Gelato.
Get on the plane, girl.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Okay, on
Art,
the other side of it, the
clowning.
Catholic Church, fascism.
They both are here as well.
Do they nap in the afternoons now, or is that just in Spain?
You can do it anywhere.
No, but like, did the places close?
I don't think so.
Like, you know, when you're hungry in Spain about 3 o'clock, and you're like, well, that's me done until 9, when they decide to sit down for dinner. It's an absolute nightmare.
Not true.
It is. It's so. I have been hungrier in Spain
Not
than any other
until
country, which is a
9.
shame because I love the food.
Not until 9.
But you can't eat until 9 p.m.
No,
They're all
that's
having a
true.
sleep
It
at 2
is,
p.m.
yeah.
It's not true.
yeah,
They
I
close
do
from like 2 to
understand.
4. You gotta relax.
The restaurants for dinner did not open till 9.
That's not true. I've eaten dinner at 6 p.m. in Spain many times.
Where?
So many places. What do you think families with children do when they're over from like Ireland?
We were a family with children, and
You're
we
not
starved.
waiting till 9 o'clock for steak and chips. You're not. I don't believe you.
We were.
You're not. No way.
I'll get my dad on the phone right now. I won't.
I
He
don't
won't
want
answer.
to
He's at the
talk
sewage
to that
world.
Yeah. But wait a second. Okay, so I think it sounds amazing and you should do it.
I think it's difficult that I don't know about moving for a man. I don't know about moving for a man.
But
If
I
you
do
have a
know
job you
about
love
moving
and a
for a
passion.
cuisine.
yes.
I think if your partner, by the sounds of it,
Pecorino.
is so like come or don't come, and you can work remotely, I think what's not said in this is also moving, even if you weren't really, like, you're losing your friendship group, the area you know. Also, it is very frightening having to figure out a new bureaucratic system.
But she said she's so excited about the idea. She's just nervous.
So you have to give it a go. And I think you can delay decisions like this. Go like, I'm going to move there until Christmas.
Yeah,
and
for
then
3
I will
months.
decide
Yeah.
I agree.
where I want to be.
And try
also,
and
you
set up
never.
some work stuff before you go.
I agree.
Because then you have some work stuff. Don't just go and then be like, oh, I'm there and I'm just with him and his work stuff.
Yeah,
And languages are very intimidating. But if you are working remotely, there's like every. It might be a city. If it's not, then forgive me. But like, they have evening courses where you can do like beginners Italian, and it can just be 1 night a week, 2 nights a week, and you can just go and get the basics. And also, the best way to make friends in a new city, because if everyone else is learning it, they've usually just arrived as well.
Have you heard of Duolingo? Because I've
Duolingo,
never
maybe?
used it. Yeah, but
No,
people
you've never
say it's
used
good.
it.
People say it's good, yeah.
We could tell because you called it Duolingo.
Is it not that?
No, I think that person opens for Dua Lipa. It's Duolingo, but I love you for it so much. Oh, baby Harriet.
What's this? Duo?
Yeah.
Duo, yeah. Okay, all right. What does it mean?
It means both languages.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was probably just
Or
doing an
bilingual,
accent,
I don't know,
maybe.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just doing it. I was doing it in the accent.
Zoe, did you say Shimon? I'm so sorry, Harriet.
Okay, Harriet,
It's not
I'm really
funny.
sorry. I'm really sorry because Helen's moved into that laugh that when she does it to me, it makes me want to kill her because it's bullying. It's bullying. What
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah. She's
experiencing.
found the thing. She's run with it.
Yeah, it's bullying and it's cruel and it's not nice.
I'm going to leave a Sunil a voice note.
It's not nice. No, Helen, we're going to finish this problem for
Yeah,
N.
yeah.
Any other advice? Join a clowning troupe in Italy?
I'm not gonna do it.
Or where are you saying that there's where do you know there to be English language clowning?
I know they're definitely in Rome.
Great.
Lovely Italian comedian who is a comedian, doesn't do clowning, but also knows the clown community. Filippo Sparafico,
Amazing.
who I started with in Berlin. Very funny, very lovely man.
Okay, cool.
But there is a community there. I know that Lara Racotte, I think, maybe knows
Yeah.
a couple of them. But yeah, I'm not going to name everyone.
Okay,
but
well,
there
just
is a
message
group.
Helen if that's the case. That's so exciting. Or get them to email us back and then you can put them in touch, Andrew. Wouldn't that be exciting?
And
How
I'd watch
good.
Eat, Pray, Love as well, just if we're doing serious really quickly. At the beginning of that, she goes to Italy and she makes some lovely friends and learns about attraversiamo.
But doesn't she put on like £3? Ugh.
I think she does. But then the message of it, which I think was the first for those films, was that she was like, oh, I don't want to eat pizza. I keep on gaining weight. And then her friend just goes, well, then what's the problem? And she's like, my jeans don't fit. And she's like, okay, so we'll go buy new jeans.
Wow.
Nice.
Fly.
Okay, so you're going to want to put in some jean buying time. But that's fine.
Not necessarily.
Not if you go
necessarily.
with
You're just
maternity
gonna do
jeans.
whatever you want. No, just you.
It's fresher there, the
You
food, I think. So you
Forget
actually
your
have
body.
to
Just
you.
enjoy yourself
I
when
was
you're there.
just fucking around.
Yeah.
Because you seriously suggested Eat, Pray, Love. So I just wanted just to get the lessons from that
To be
series.
clear, it's a wonderful film.
Okay, yeah. Wasn't there some scandal about the author of that book?
Elizabeth Gilbert.
Yeah.
What about?
I feel like there was. Everything Oprah endorses always turns out to be actually evil. Do you ever notice
No.
that?
She wrote a book about marriage and how great about her great relationship, and then as it came out they broke up.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
think so. I think she had to
Is that it?
publicise
That's
it.
fine.
I just remember that, but
That's fine.
No other scandals?
There's a scandal about setting her book in Russia, and
There we
it's
go.
very sort of not great towards the Ukrainian
That's
portrayal
different,
of things. Yeah.
That's different. That's
different,
different. I think that's
Yeah,
different.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, does that mean that we don't have to read any Russian books anymore?
Yeah.
Like War and Peace and stuff? That's out.
Dostoevsky's off the table. Yeah.
Thank fuck, because those look so long, but you feel like you should. You know?
yeah, you just had it on your bedside table. Didn't you? Yeah. Oh, thank God, I can stop with this. Yeah.
I guess it's Eat, Pray, Love again. Oh no.
Oh, thank God, I've been working my way through War and Peace every
Oh
evening.
my
Just Helen at
God.
home, filing her feet, reading War and Peace.
So Neil coming in,
Hey,
flipping on the skin.
filing her hooves.
Filing my 3 out of 5 hooves. Reading my big
Oh my
book.
God. Harriet Kemsley, you've been an absolutely amazing guest. I believe you're going to the Edinburgh Fringe.
I'm going to Edinburgh for 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of the Fringe.
Fabulous. Where will you
30th of
be?
July. I'm at the Monkey Barrel at 6:10. I think from the 31st of July until the 12th of August, and then going on tour around the
And
UK.
can you tell us please what the show is called?
It's called Everything Always Works Out for Me because last year it didn't.
Amazing.
And so, yeah, it's just all these stupid things that happened. That as I was living them, I thought this is going to be really funny in hindsight for other people. So, yeah.
And I know everyone knows this already,
That's
but Harriet
exciting.
is genuinely the funniest comedian in the
An
world.
astounding
Like
comedian.
incredibly, and genuinely funny off stage and on stage.
tour
It's
de
ridiculous,
force.
but what good shows you
and
make.
so
So-
incredibly
You guys
smart as a
do.
writer. You never see the punchlines coming. It's always like, there, we were going there. It's amazing. She's a genius and you should genuinely go see her.
But I would definitely book in advance for Harriet, like 100%, because it's going to sell out, and then you're going to be like, I didn't listen to Helen and Catherine.
yeah, I do agree. I've told every single one of my friends going to Edinburgh to go see you.
Love
You're on
you
my list.
guys.
Yeah,
but
it's
like
going to be
book
great.
now,
Oh yeah, 100% book now.
because otherwise you get annoyed at us later, and we fucking said
We did say, but they'll be like, did she say tomato?
She did it! Catherine, she did it!
I'm
People
sorry.
can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. Oh God.
No,
I'm
but
so
do book
sorry.
her
I don't know
show.
what's wrong. I don't know
just
why I'm mean to
trying
you.
live my life, just getting ferries, and just at all turns are just chaos.
That ferry story
Everything
was one
always
of my
works out
favourite
for
things.
me. Go see it. Give it up for Harriet Kemsley, everybody! Thank you so much to our executive producers sat in their lounges, I imagine them to be. Simon Moores, Guy Goodman, Annie Tonner, Stefanie Catracchia, Oliver Jago, Anthony Conway, Neil Redmond, Madeline Quinne and Grace O'Reilly.
Thank you guys so much. It's amazing that so many of you have been here for so long. You've watched us grow, learn to walk, learn to talk, learn to use the toilet. Thank you so much to our producers. Come on, let's sing it all together. Richard Bicknell, Elle, Richard Bold, Sadie Cashmore, Rachel Page, Helen A, Abbie Worf, Luke Bright, Kate, Becky Fox, Tim and Dom, Raia Fink, Cordelia, Amy O'Riordan, Tristin, Taz, Charley A, KC, Tamsin Smith Harding. What a fun spelling of Tamsin. Unless it's not Tamsin, in which case apologies. Tamzine. Claire Owen-Jones, Harald van Dijk, David Walker, Jess and Nick, Rachel R, Sarah and Molly, Tina Linsey, Leah Overend, always fun, Hannah J, Jam Rainbird, a bird that only flies in the rain, a bit of banter there, Nathan Smith, Liz Fort, Chloe, Anthony. That was for the other Anthony. Anthony for this one regular. I don't know. Sophie Chivers, Shivers. We've never figured it out. Carey Seuthe. We don't know. We're at sea. Dean Michael. Amanda McCall. Relation of Davina. Maybe. We don't know again. Thank you so much.
Thank you all, one and all.
One and
Cheers,
all.
seriously. And if you're not on Patreon, why the hell not? Get over there. Sure, there's loads of extra episodes and benefits. Why not?
There's our secrets.
There's so many secrets.